In the weekend astrology of December 9th and 10th, we have some pretty powerful but seemingly small transits, such as the moon in a conjunction with Venus, the moon in a sextile with Mercury, and Venus in an opposition with Jupiter. With the moon conjunct Venus, it definitely does something to the collective mood. It brings a certain hopefulness, a feeling of abundance, a feeling of greater connections, relationships, friendships, bonds essentially being strengthened with a sense of ease. And speaking of ease, with the moon in a sextile to Mercury, this really eases communication. It eases our our emotional expression and the way that we're feeling our moods, as well as the way that we're thinking about our emotional patterns as well. So there's a great deal of, for lack of a better term, positive energy that is flooding the collective mind today, as well as the collective heart. And it's important to work along with this energy, especially when facing the Venus in an opposition to Jupiter, which can cause us to feel as though maybe we're giving way too much away. We're giving too much to people. And sometimes the response is then to withdraw everything. But the important thing today to remember about, especially Venus opposed Jupiter, is give what it is that you have to give. Don't give what it is that you can't sustainably continue to give, especially if it's wearing you down or it's causing you bitterness or resentment, or it feels like it's not being reciprocated. It's important to give from a place that actually feels good, it feels authentic, and it feels as though it's not so much about keeping score or waiting for people to give the exact everything back all the time. It's just about giving to people who naturally reciprocate and do so from their own, joy and from their own authenticity as well. So for Aries today, this is a very psychic energy. You're going to have comfort in knowing and then doing. And this can be very small. These can be massive projects, but basically to follow your knowing today, to go forth and do what it is that you know you need to do. And not to worry so much about overanalyzing things. Taurus, you're going to be switching back between very small steps and very small pieces of progress, as well as very enormous leaps, as well as very enormous bounties as well. So there's going to be some pretty great shifts for you today. I would say just focus on keeping it simple, and when the opportunity arrives for something magnificent, then jump towards that opportunity. For Gemini, backup is arriving for you today. So whether it be friends, whether it be family, you're going to receive some kind of support in the form of people today, whether it be encouraging words, whether it be that it's just, quality time with them. You are getting a sense of being surrounded by people that care about you. For Cancer today, you're going to give blessings in the form of hope. You're going to help people feel as though they can continue on, because sometimes it feels very bleak, very dull, and very mundane, as well as they're just not being really a sign that things are going to turn out okay, and you might be a messenger of hope today. For Leo, you're called to be thoughtful about what's being sacrificed. What is it that is the price of the path that you're on right now? It's not always a what, sometimes it's a who, but basically, what is it that you're losing by continuing the path that you're on? Virgo, you were called to say what you need to say, even if you're questioning if it might be too late to say it. Libra, you were called to ask for help. Just like how Gemini is receiving backup today, you might have to ask for it, but it's an important today to do so. Scorpio, you might be feeling as though you're on the tail end of so much work and that you have so much that is coming up ahead in the near future. So today's an important day to rest and relax and sort of recharge before the next great push. For Sagittarius, you were called to show up when other people need it. Whether you are called upon or you just feel like there's almost like a sacred knowing that you have to, it's important to show up for others today. For Aquarius, while you are calculating all the things that could potentially go wrong and all the things you might need to safeguard yourself against, today's an important day to remember what it is that's going correct, what it is that's going right. For Pisces, today you are reminded to be merciful as long as it doesn't cost your honesty. Thank you guys for tuning in today. I hope you all have a marvelous weekend, and I will talk to you all on Monday.